Chair. First of all, solidarity with every single working class sister and brother who are withdrawing their labour at this point, who are taking strike action across our movement. They have shown what a proper opposition looks like. My name's Laura Pidcock and I'm the National Secretary of the People's Assembly. And what a beautiful city this is. It is steeped in the history of resistance of our class, and we meet here today 203 years after those brave and peaceful protesters marched for democracy, where 18 people lost their lives, including one unborn child in a mother's womb. They were at the hands of a brutal landed gentry. 203 years on, we are facing very similar conditions as a class as those brave and peaceful sisters and brothers were. They were demanding system change, not 20 or 30 quid off your electricity bills, but system change. And that is exactly what we want today. We don't want tinkering around the edges, but fundamental change to our system. The conditions that we face as a class at this point in time are not some accident of the system or some failure of the economic system, but are fundamentally inherent in the capitalist economic system. Our lives are not important as the planet burns and people endure the daily violence of the poverty that they live. The Tories have been planning some of the most restrictive pieces of legislation that Chris mentioned to restrict our civil liberties. Not content of the anti-trade union laws of the Thatcher period, not content with the Trade Union Act of 2016, but now we have the Public Order Bill, we have the Police Crime Court and Sentencing Bill, the legislation to permit agency work, scab labour in industrial disputes. And why are they planning this? Why are they planning this? Because they know that we are ready, we are getting organised, and we are about to fight back against this system. So the ruling class and the rich and powerful will do what they have always done. They organise against working class people in the interests of the rich and wealthy. And there are no shortcuts to what we have to do next, but we expect the Tories to treat us like this, don't we? We expect people who are inordinately wealthy to have no regard for the workers who create the wealth. But what we are also living through is an opposition who do not oppose. They don't oppose the brutality happening to brothers and sisters in our class. And so therefore, we have a duty, we have a responsibility as a movement to fill that political void, because how dangerous is it to have Tories with an 80-seat majority, some of the most vicious legislation that our class has seen, and to have no opposition? The political orthodoxy that creates is a very, very dangerous one. So we are going to fill that void. We are filling that void in our workplaces, on the streets. We are going to fill every single space with our politics, without fear, hesitation, or any dithering or any delays. Because the crisis is so brutal. And I'll just leave us with this, that it feels lonely, doesn't it, in the workplace when you're being that voice to stand up against what is happening here, or in the pub when you're hearing something that's really, really difficult. That feels lonely. But 203 years on, the class has not gone away. We are not giving up. We will stand, we will fight, we will defeat the Tories, and we will build something much better, much more beautiful for our class. Have no doubt about that. And so the People's Assembly is organising in every single community up and down the country. I really hope you join. If you are feeling politically homeless, please join the People's Assembly. If you are free on the 2nd of October, join us outside the Tory party conference to protest whoever the next leader of their party is. We want them out as well. We want every single Tory out, and we will work towards that. And also join us on the 5th of November in London, a mass demonstration against the cost of living crisis. Please keep the faith. We have absolutely everything to be hopeful for. Thank you so much, sisters and brothers.